I've got a fun pick that I think won't be your pick, Keith, but it's still a fun one.
Hmm. Well, uh,
Eh,
I don't know if mine's obvious. Maybe someone will guess it.
maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Welcome to episode 26 of Hexproof from Ward. We are in the middle of our Chinese Zodiac deck building series. This is part 6, the year of the snake. Keith is going to be at the helm of this one. But before we get started, like we do all the time, does anybody have anything they want to talk about from this past week since we've gotten together last time? Anything
Uh,
going on?
yeah, I've played some D&D over the weekend. Just kind
Ooh,
of uh, they ran a one shot, and I came up with a fun character for it. I came up with a dwarf bard, and his instrument was a beat in a box.
that's awesome.
That's cool.
How did it go?
It went well. This was this friend's first time
Hey,
running DMing, and they did a really good job. Everyone survived the encounters, and it's just a good time all around.
that's awesome. Keith, anything you want to talk about from this past week?
Yeah, I just stumbled on this cool new board game. It's like a dice rolling slash battling game called Dice Throne. I feel like you can like duke it out one on one or on teams like 2v2 or even do like a cooperative like mini sort of roguelike campaign. I don't know, it looks really cool. I think I'm gonna buy like a whole starter kit for it. Dice Throne, look it up.
That sounds
Combat's really
awesome.
cool. You kind of so you roll dice at like the start of your turn and then you can like arrange them like Yahtzee. Like if you get two attacks and then three like I don't know, rage symbols, you can cast the spell or whatever and you get additional re-rolls and then you can save which ones you want. And then if you get like five or six of one type, say if you're like a barbarian, because there are classes, you can like rage and then go crazy on it.
That's
Go
awesome.
crazy style. It looks really cool and fun. And it can be like really quick too. Just
Yeah, that,
bust them out here and there.
that sounds like a good time. I'm always up
Ye-
for different dice games and easy games to check
Yeah,
out.
it's pretty simple too.
Sam, you have anything you want to talk about from this past week? Anything going
Um,
on?
Buick's cannot make good vehicles. Their engineers are awful. I had to
Okay.
replace fuel lines on my mom's car because they ruptured and it was not a good time.
Yeah.
It busts.
I thought I drained it so you could see where this story's going.
Mm-hmm.
Cut two of the lines, nothing came out. I was like, oh yeah, it's drained. Cut the last line and just instantly just poured like 4 gallons of gasoline all over my body
Oh,
and
geez.
face. And I was like, ah, fun.
Yeah. I can't light a match now. I know how you like matches.
There's
Yeah.
there's a cooler new Buick, like SUV compact. I don't know. It looks like a Porsche. I think it's really nice. It's just very pretty looking. Okay, side note over.
I've got three things from this past week. So one, I went to live golf and it was a lot of fun. Um, the only thing is I really sunburned my face. I
Yeah,
should have worn a hat.
a little toasty.
Uh, yeah, I feel like I look like Braun Breaker, or Seth freaking Rollins right now with my fake suntan, but this is an actual tan. You just can't see it very well, but my like I had to go to a meeting today and my nose was peeling and my forehead was peeling and I was like, "Oh no, these people are gonna think I'm a crazy person." Second thing, Eli turned 2 yesterday.
No,
Yay!
So stoked about that. He had a really good
big
time.
big
Had
little
some friends
man.
over. Um, They played in like a little bouncy house and played with water stuff. And for some reason, all the little girls were, it was Eli's birthday, so let's drown Eli. So we had to break that up a couple of times. So that was fun. And then Sam, you saw this last night, but there's some drama in the WWE world. Um, and we had to vacate a title because big Jimmy Uso got his wife pregnant. So now now who's going to get that title? So yeah, there's that. And then we've got some MTG news, some Magic the Gathering news. First, it is not true that Spider-Man is only getting one print run. So they've came out and said that that's not true. They don't know where that came from. It kind of came from Doctor Who only getting really one print run, but they said it's not true. A check your bulk update. So does anybody have Scrap Heap in their bulk? It is an artifact for 3 that says if you sacrifice an artifact or enchantment, if they go to your graveyard from play, you gain 1 life. And it's a nice little combo piece with Ragost, the deft gastronaut, because artifacts you control are foods in addition to their other types and have pay 2, tap him, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. So then you're gaining 4 life.
And for anybody that doesn't know, that is a rare from Urza's Legacy.
Yes. Yep.
In your old cards.
Yeah, so apparently the price spike, it used to be $1, now it's up to $10.10. And then the foil is, even more than that at something like
It looks like its market price is at $25.
there you go. So
Whoa.
check that out, see if you can find it. And then a little salty update. How we talked about the list cards or the reskinned cards for Avatar: The Last Airbender. You can only get 1 in every 24 regular boosters. It turns out you can get a handful of them if you buy collector's boosters in each collector's booster. So
Wow.
it's something like 4 or 5 in each collector's booster, and those collector's booster boxes are going for $1,000 plus.
Oh,
So it's another like, well, too bad you don't have money. If you did, you could get these cool cards, but
that's fun.
good luck.
That's nice.
It's a nice little lottery piece. So, with that, should we get into our guesses for who we think uh, the snake is after Keith lets us know all about the year of the snake?
Yo, so you're the snake. Like I said previously, is the 6th animal in the 12-year cycle of the Chinese Zodiac, coming right after the dragon and before the horse. And a couple things about you're the snake. So snakes are cautious, introverted observers, cool and mysterious in behavior, owing to their suspicious and insecure nature, yet their armor conceals abundant sensitivity, wisdom, and passion that will surely surprise their few confidants. Any quick guesses on best suited jobs for people born in the year of the snake?
Just having any sort of armor like that, if you are, you need that for the service industry. So that's my best guess.
I
Yeah,
would
it is currently the year of the snake, by the way, 2025.
oh, I would say like special forces, like being in the special forces, since you got to be like secretive and
Mm.
stealthy and like
Snake,
covered in armor and
snake.
just like yeah, solid snake. What about you, Sam? What you got?
Hey,
What's your guess?
that was my guess. Like
Okay,
some
well,
sort of operative of some sort.
right here, maybe I should have read more traits, but it is investment advisor, artist, stylist, social media influencer, and psychologist.
Sorry, everyone who has a kid born this year.
All right, and more personality traits of snakes. So snakes are sensitive, effective, and adaptable. Positive personality traits often complemented by considerable intelligence. They're usually amiable and even-tempered, showing a cool and calm exterior, punctuated by occasional bouts of perfectly timed energy and passion. They move elegantly through the social sphere, armed with their wide range of interests and hobbies, which add to their intrigue and mystery. They're often artistic, which makes them tastemakers. Others look to for guidance. That probably would have helped you aim you guys a little bit better. But
Yeah.
they're a little learned, but they're also sensitive and artsy. Okay, some strengths real quick. Snakes are self-respecting and steadfast, therefore external voices won't shake their resolve. They're goal-oriented, and while they don't often appear outwardly passionate, they're blessed with a keen intuition and ample inspiration, making them very creative. As for weaknesses,
They have
I
no
don't know,
arms.
birds
I was
probably.
gonna say
Yeah. Hawks, owls.
that. Eagles.
Yes. All right, what sort of so who do you guys think I picked?
Ooh, can I go first?
Yes,
Send
sir.
it.
Okay. So mine is a fun one. It's kind of has to do with like the way that this creature looks and what she does.
Okay.
But it's Braids, a risen nightmare. For
Oh,
for 1 and 2 black, she's a nightmare that's just looks like she's covered with snakes, but that's not really it. But in my mind, that's what it is. Uh, so I was gonna pick her because she's like secretive. She's a nightmare. She lets you like sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff, and if you do, like an opponent has to sacrifice things that share, and then if they don't want to sacrifice something, then they lose life and
okay, okay,
that kind of thing.
okay. I like that. All
Yep.
right, Josh, what you got?
Okay, I got something cooked up real solid. I have I have also fun fact, for Magic the Gathering, all like the Tarkir Naga and stuff like that, there have been retconned to be snakes. So if you're looking for snake synergies, those if it says snake, like Naga also applies. So with that, I bring you Ikra, Shadiki the Usurper, and she is three, a black and a green for a Naga wizard, which also means snake wizard. She has menace, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. And then she has partner. And then who do you think I'm going to partner her with? No one
Mm,
other. Oh, good.
No, I have no clue. I was
Okay.
trying to think.
Vial Smasher.
Not quite. I'm gonna say Sakashima of 1,000 Faces.
Oh,
So
cool.
then
Ooh,
now you're gaining double life for all the big booties that you are connecting with. So yeah, just two snakes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Samuel.
I leaned into the part of the symbolizing of wisdom, transformation, and intuition. And yes, it is a dragon, but closely
Yeah.
related. And
Yeah.
that's Nicobolus the Ravager.
Ravager.
Because
All right.
he's all about getting the one step above everybody else. He's got transformation built into him, and yeah, he kind of just fits the bill.
All right. Well, it was none of those.
womp
It's yeah,
womp.
I picked Lannis, cryptozoologist for a green and a blue.
Ooh, that's a nice choice.
Legendary creature snake elf scout 1/2. And
I just want
sort
to
of
point something out.
yes.
He did not pick the Writhing Storm, and I really thought that's what he was gonna pick.
Yeah,
I
little
just
honorary mention. Xyrus the Writhing Storm, super good commander. You can build it 1,000 ways. You can make it budget and it's still stupid strong. But I picked Lannis Cryptozoologist, mostly because, this is a sneaky sort of sleuth of a character. So whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. And has tap, sacrifice X clues, target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library. You may put a non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under your control. That player puts the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. So mostly leaning into the clue generation here.
Nice. So, what would you like to name this deck, Keith?
Wow, it may give away what I'm about to talk about next, but snakes, planes, and automobiles.
Nice.
So I obviously want to lean into the investigation and clue token generation, but that's mostly
and
just to draw
vehicles
cards. Hmm?
and vehicles.
Yeah, so we're gonna have snakes piloting vehicles. So
Ooh.
there's
Can
like
we make
a
a Planeswalker Samuel Jackson? I feel like this would be befitting.
yeah.
Just saying.
So I was thinking like there's like an offensive and a defensive strategy. So the offensive strategy is the vehicles. So the snakes piloting the vehicles. And then the defensive is mill. We're going crazy
Filthy.
mill. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. What other cards do you have? Can everybody see the screen share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I have some investigating. So some dudes to help me out with creating clues. So
Okay.
first of all, tireless tracker, 2 in the green, 3/2 with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, investigate, and then whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a 1/1 counter on this creature.
Okay.
As well as Erdwall Illuminator, Erdwal, for 1 in a blue, flying. Whenever you investigate for the first time each turn, investigate an additional time.
Okay.
Forensic Gadgeteer. This is whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate, and activate abilities of artifacts you control. Costs 1 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana and that cost to less than 1. So it's 2 in a blue for that. Then another Lannis, genetics expert for 1, and then 2 hybrid green blue. Has evolve, and evolve is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if the creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Lannis, investigate that many times. And it also has whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control.
Okay.
Yep. Ongoing investigation. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, investigate. And it has 1 in a green, exile a creature card from your graveyard, and investigate. You gain 2 life. So all
Perfect.
of these are just repeatable clue
Yeah.
generation. Yep.
Well, just you're gonna want to put a Academy Manufacturer in there just because if you're gonna create a bunch of clue tokens, you might as well profit off
Yeah, I
everything
left
else.
I left that open for you guys if you want to throw them in there. And another one, Tamio, Inquisitive Student. And it has whenever it's just 1 blue, flying whenever Tamio Inquisitive Student attacks, investigate. And then when you draw your third card in a turn, exile Tamio, then return her to the battlefield transformed under your control. And then it's Planeswalker on the back. It does all kinds of cool stuff.
Boom.
Big money. And then to go with Tamio, you have Tamio's Journal, 5 colorless, legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate. It has taps, sacrifice 3 clues, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Big tutor. And that's all I have for the investigate stuff. Then on to the mill. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a lot of artifact like synergy in here, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Aether Siphon for 1 and 2 blue. Start your engines. It's an artifact. It has 2 and tap to draw a card, and max speed. Once you get that up, it has whenever you draw a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. And since we're going to be drawing like a million cards whenever you sacrifice clues, that synergizes with that as well as Teferi's Tutelage. Just put Teferi's Tut. So this is another one where when you draw cards, target opponent is going to mill 2 cards. This
Nice.
one is only one opponent at a time though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Um, the other one, almost equivalent, Psychic Corrosion, 2 in a blue. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of the library into the graveyard. And then there is Sphinx's Tutelage. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. If they're both non-land cards that share a color, repeat this process. And it also has a loot effect for 5 and a blue.
Okay.
Couple more. I had to put in Altar of the Brood just because I've always wanted to use it to mill. It's ALTAR
Mm-hmm.
of the Brood. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts a top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. This should trigger multiple times a turn if you get it out with all the clue tokens popping out and additional creature tokens later on that I'll tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Folio of Fancies, 1 and a blue artifact. Players have no maximum hand size. XX tap, each player draws X cards, but it also has 2 and a blue to tap. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into the graveyard. And also, Grinding Station.
Mm.
Nice repeatable mill slash combo piece. Also, a River Churn Monument.
What is it? River what?
River Churn Monument.
Churn. Okay.
Yep, it's got a big toad on it. And Grinding Station, whenever an artifact comes into play, you can untap it, and it has tap, sacrifice an artifact. Target player puts top 3 cards of his or her library into his or graveyard. River Churn Monument, 1 in blue. Tap 1, tap it. Any number of target players each mill 2 cards, and it has Exhaust, which you can only use once. Any number of target players each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. And more synergy, the Water Crystal, 2 and 2 blue. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many cards plus 4 instead.
Okay.
So if you get each individual mill triggers, that definitely amplifies them a whole bunch. And it also has 4, 2 blue. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. But most importantly, the Mind Skinner. For triple blue, legendary enchantment creature Nightmare, 10/1. Can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards.
I love that card so much.
Yeah, it's so cool. So I'm hoping to get some big beaters, either big creatures or like massive vehicles, and capitalize on that. So, vehicle category, I've got a few. And I also have some payoffs overall for like game winning sort of combo-ish things.
Okay.
But for vehicles, I have a couple. Brotherhood Vertibird artifact vehicle for 3 colorless with X power for toughness, flying. Brotherhood Vertibird's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control, and it has crew 2. And then Dawn's Sire Sunstar Dreadnought, 5 colorless, legendary artifact spacecraft with station. If it has 10 counters, whenever you attack, Dawnfire deals 100 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker, and you can nuke them from orbit. And when it has 20 counters, it's flying and a 20/20.
Crazy.
Exploration Broodship for a green. It has station as well, artifact spacecraft. With 3 counters, you may play an additional land on each of your turns. And when you have 8+ counters, flying once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell from your graveyard by sacrificing a land in addition to paying its other cost.
Okay.
I love Dawnfire, it's so cool. Lumbering World Wagon. 2 and a green artifact vehicle, another X4. This vehicle's power is equal to the number of lanes you control. And whenever it enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic lane card, put onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle, and crew 4. Let's see here. Another spacecraft, Specimen Freighter, 5 and a blue. Artifact spacecraft. When it enters, return up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands. Station and flying when it has 9 or more counters. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, defending player mills 4 cards, and it is a 4/7.
Can we
So,
get a clarification real quick?
sure.
Mind Skinner, is that just a source damage or combat damage?
Whenever if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent.
Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that with that space station.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
reroute Dawnfire somehow, yeah, make it happen. I don't know. Specimen Freighter, did you get that one? Okay,
Yeah.
and then I have a couple of fancy lands I wanted to include that are also planets. So Evendo, Waking Haven, Evendo,
Evendo was its name.
and enters tap, tap for a green station. When it has 12 or more counters, it has green, tap it, and add green for each creature you control.
Mhm.
And oh, Uthros, Titanic God Core, Uthros, land planet, enters tapped, tapped, add a blue station. One has 12 or more counters, tap a blue and tap it, add blue for each artifact you control.
Okay.
Do, do, do. I think I left one out. Yeah, Uthros Research Crafts, Uthros. Station, whenever you cast an artifact spell, draw a card, put a charge counter on this spacecraft for 3 or more counters at station. And then 12 or more counters, it's flying. The spacecraft gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control.
Nice.
Did you
Boom.
you might have already said it, but I was thinking something else. Did you do the green space station?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then I've got 5 cards ready to go whenever we're gonna start adding some because I think you'll appreciate some of them.
Yeah, it's well, I have another land real quick.
Go
It's
ahead.
just called Kitchen. It is a clue generating land from the
Whoa,
clue
look at that
set.
art.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The art's crazy looking.
I think that's all I have except for my payoff cards, which I can sprinkle in here and there.
Okay, how many lands do you think you have in this deck?
Wanting, I think probably 37, because we're going to be drawing a lot
37.
of cards. We can throw in some big chunky
Okay.
creatures, maybe some leviathans, some sea creatures, something snake-like.
Something that
Yeah,
can't be blocked.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll
So
give
we'll
an
go ahead
example.
and set
Split it
ourselves
up.
up with 37, and then we can change up lands if you find other lands that you want to do
Yeah,
in
sounds
place
good.
of islands and forests.
All right, I want to throw in a big boy real quick.
Okay.
Coma, Cosmos Serpent. And then everything's open.
Okay. So Coma for 3, 2 green, 2 blue. The spell can't be countered. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Coma's Coil. Sacrifice another serpent. Choose one. Tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated. Coma Cosmos Serpent gains indestructible until end of turn. 6/6. Big booty Judy.
Yeah, so good with Altar of the Brood and another card like Altar of Dementia, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So looking for, don't have a lot of creatures at the moment. So obviously some dorks. But Lannis likes whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. So bouncing and bringing stuff back kind of likes. I want to,
Conjurer's Closet.
yeah, I want to specifically have like bounce interaction to like bounce opponent stuff,
Mm-hmm.
creatures, enchantments, whatever. And then, yeah,
Would you?
artifacts, energy, and other stuff.
I have a fun combo that we could put in here if you want to do a combo. I'll tell you what it
Sure.
is. You do
If
the
it,
grindstone painter servant combo.
Filthy.
let's pin your servant.
Absolutely
So
filthy.
grindstone is 3, tap it, put the top 2 cards of target player's library into that player's graveyard. If both cards share at least one color, repeat this process. Painter servant, it costs 2. As painter servant comes into play, choose a color. All cards that aren't in play, spells and permanents that are the chosen color in addition to their other colors. So
Heck yeah.
basically, you'll just
You win.
mill people to death.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to throw
Also,
that in
yeah,
there, or you okay
yeah,
with that?
I want to steer away from Bruvac and the obvious crazy mill ones.
Okay.
Just saying. Gonna make it difficult for you guys.
I know Sam was kind of chomping at the bit with some. I also have some that kind of lined up. So,
Yeah, whoever wants to go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
okay.
And we do need some chunky vehicles later on.
I got that covered.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What do
If
you got,
Sam
Josh?
has the
All right.
vehicles covered, I have some just
Let's
fun
go, Josh.
interactions. We got some ETBs that we want to be abusing. So let's grab ourselves a Shrieking Drake. And then Shrieking Drake is a Drake, so snake adjacent. Just like I'm Josh. I bring my own Drake. Um, but yeah, so flying 1/1 whenever it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So you can just target itself, and that's a great way to kind of do that. Also, Sam had already added the assembly manufacturer or academy manufacturer
Oh,
goes
yeah.
infinite with that, so that'd be infinite ETBs because then you can just pay for that whenever
Oh,
the
that's perfect.
Academy manufacturer, if you would create a clue token, make a food and a treasure in addition to that. Just so that's a good way to do that. Then uh, I want to stay pretty honest to your theme. So like the only other combos I have also kind of function well like as separate components. A really cool one is Jahira, Friend of the Forest. That is
EI.
two in a forest.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah. Tokens you control have tap for forest, so all of our clues can be then helping us pay for stuff.
heck
And
yeah.
then another card that I want to chip in, which will also be helping with those ETBs, is the Dead Eye Navigator.
Yeah, there we go.
And then that one is Nifty Spirit for 4 and 2 blue. And then as long as is has Soul Bond, which is a fun mechanic from Innistrad back in the day. And then you can have it pair with another unpaired creature when either of them enter. And then as long as Deadeye Navigator is paired, you can pay 1 and a blue, exile this creature, and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So then like you can just be like um, abusing those ETBs if you have any fun triggers. Also, that's those Jahira and Deadeye Navigator and Academy Manufacturer also go infinite together. So there's some good synergies. Those they function well separate, but then they also can absolutely pop off if you get them all uh, buddied up together.
Not sick.
What you got,
Got a
Sam?
couple, Sam?
All right. So to fit with the theme of being Year of the Snake, we're going to run with the Patron of the Orochi. It has Snake Offering, but I don't know how many snakes you have that you're going to be willing to sacrifice this because it reduces the cost spell. But it's a
Mhm.
7/7, 8 mana. You can tap it to untap all forest and all green creatures. So Painter's Servant, obviously you'd be untapping everybody else's creatures, but you can figure out a combo with that.
That's,
Um,
that's a good one.
Here's two there because you said you want to pilot stuff with snakes, right? You need an
Yep,
Orochi
of course.
hatchery.
Nice. Big mana sink.
Yep. You can somehow increase those charge counters and all that, and you can just make a crap load of snakes that just start piloting everything.
Yeah. So
Now
what's the
you need
next?
something to pilot with, right? And then I would add a Reaver Titan.
Sounds big.
7 mana 10/10. It's got void shields. It's protected from mana value 3 or less. It's got Gatling Blaster. Whenever this creature attacks, it deals
Ooh.
5 damage to each opponent. So that's why I asked your Mind Skinner if it's
Oh,
combat damage or
cool.
damage, he's going to do automatic 5 damage to each body just
Dang.
attacking.
All right, all right.
Okay. And you said you want to draw, right, to cause people to mill?
Oh, yep.
Fairy's Ageless Insight.
Oh.
4 mana. Anytime you draw a card, aside from your first one, you draw an additional card. So.
Cool.
Oh, and you like card draw, so I'm going to give you more card draw. A Consecrated Sphinx.
Boom, boom, boom.
So whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2 instead, as well. So you got Teferi's Ageless
Big
Insight.
draws.
You're drawing 4
Oh, damn. That looks nuts.
from somebody else's draw.
I've got a few snakes if no one has anything.
Uh, that covers it. The 5 that I had set up ready to go.
Cool. I've got some dorks. First of all, Lotus Cobra. 1 in a green, landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color.
Okay.
And then Fanatic of Ronus, Rhonas. 1 in a green, creature, snake druid, 1/4. Tap, add a green, and it has ferocious. So tap, add 4 green, activate only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. And Naga Vitalist for 1 in a green, 1/2. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any type that a lane you control could produce. And Orochi Merge Keeper, 1 in a green, creature snake druid, 1/1. Tap, add a green. And as long as Orochi Merge Keeper is modified, it has tap, add 2 green, which couldn't be, or it shouldn't be too hard, giving out 1/1 counters here and there with a few of the other cards. That was 4. Okay.
I have a
They're
fun
all
little
2
one.
cost though.
Send it.
I was gonna say Gala Greeters would be a fun little
Yeah.
cheapy cost, and since we're gonna have a whole bunch of Other creatures entering Gallagreeters for 1 and a green has alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on Gallagreeters, create a tap treasure token, or you gain 2 life. So, and then we were just talking about this card. I think it would be a good idea for this deck. Scrap Heap. It was the one
Oh
that
yeah.
we
I
were
was
just
thinking
talking
about that.
about. Is going up in price right now. So Scrap Heap for 3, whenever an artifact or enchantment is put into your graveyard from play, you gain 1 life. So.
Uh, why didn't we pretend by it weeks ago?
Ah! It says it's only 4.99 right now on Card Kingdom. So if you run over to Card Kingdom,
Probably already
Jiminy
sold out.
Christmas, go over there. You might get it for cheaper. And Star City Games has it for $4. Josh, did you have a couple?
Yeah, just, some things that would be kind of fun to do with our tokens. So there's mechanized production. You enchant an artifact you control at the beginning of your upkeep. Create a token that's a copy of that enchanted artifact. Then, if you control 8 or more artifacts with the same name as another one, you win the game. So yeah, so you slap that on your clues, and we call it game over from there if we want.
True.
Then another fun one that's we can run use our clues to be less combo-y, more beat people over the heady.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Cyber Drive Awakener.
We like that. Yes.
And then that is a construct. It's 5 and a blue with flying. Other artifact creatures you control have flying, and then whenever Cyberdrive Awakener enters until end of turn, each non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4. Also, we have ways to be with our uh, we have ways to like be bouncing him and stuff like that, so we can use that ETB a few times in a few different ways, especially with some of the bounce stuff that Keith also wants to throw in there.
Yeah.
What?
Bounce on it.
Yeah. Then one more, then I'll stop yapping. But
Snake style.
Rise and Shine is a fun sorcery for this deck. It has 1 and a blue target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/1 artifact. Put a 4+1/+1 counters on each artifact that became a creature this way, and you can overload it for 6, so you can just kind of do that with your whole board. Now your clues are all raging and ready to destroy.
I have another fun enchantment that we could throw in here.
Let's hear
How about a
it.
raging clue?
March of the Machines is a
That
fun
sounds
one.
familiar.
So for 3 and a blue, each non-creature artifact is an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost.
Oh.
Oop, that's not gonna work with clues. They're gonna
Would that
just
destroy
die.
them?
Yeah, they'll destroy them.
Yeah, but then
I
we've got a whole bunch of other artifacts too, though.
yeah.
That
I've got a
But they're all
another dupe for
tokens.
that.
I'm a little worried about that one. I don't know if that's gonna work.
I've got a dupe. It is Tangle Trove Kelp. Yeah. For 5 and 2 blue, it is an artifact creature clue plant with ward 2. At the beginning of each combat, other clues you control become 6/6 plant creatures in addition to their other types until end of turn. To sacrifice it, draw a card, and it is a 6/6. I also wanted to throw in Altar of Dementia, which is 2 colorless artifact, sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power from the top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And that would be a great outlet for all those 6/6 clues or 4/4 clues or 3/3 clues.
How many vehicles do we currently have?
Not a lot. There's a few.
1, 2.
Well,
We need more.
okay. Well, let's add this
But-
just in case you add more. It's called the Omen Keel. Well, hold on. You have to probably look at the front card.
No, he got
Cosima, the god of the voyage.
Got it.
Cosima.
Yep, it's already here. Yep.
Okay. Well, obviously you play it for the other side, so whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards and from their library, then you get to play those lands from among those cards. So you're stealing lands.
All right,
Nice.
I've got one more real quick.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got a couple after that too.
Okay. Josh too. So instead of a snake pit, how about a homunculus pit with homunculus horde, 3 and a blue? Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature, and it's a 2/2. So
Yeah, the
that
way you've got this built,
multiplies,
you're
yeah,
making a lot of
multiplies
those.
rapidly, and then you just sack them to Ultra Dementia.
Hmm.
All right,
What do you got, Josh?
Josh.
Okay, a fun vehicle that is also going to again help us draw is the Indomitable. It is a sick ass pirate ship, but it's you have two blue. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Has crew 3. Not only that, you can cast Indomitable from your graveyard as long as you control 3 or more tapped pirates and or vehicles. So yeah, you can bring it back if we have other vehicles out too. So
Nice.
All right. I will say right now, I think we need some interaction and or stuff to search for artifacts.
Okay. So the reason why March of the Machines, I like it. Each non-creature artifact is an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. So even when these vehicles and just any kind of artifact isn't a creature, it's a creature. So then you can throw those things at. So I'm not just talking about tokens, it's every artifact
okay,
when
I
it's
was
not a.
I
That's
see the
good
value
for
in that.
vehicles for
I see
sure.
we're at like 19 artifacts now. I apologize. I was my brain was
No biggie.
was
I
raging on clues and like
Mhm.
I got tripped up there.
I think you're gonna need to have a doubling season just because you're generating so many things.
Twoo, twoo, twoo.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
What wasn't there another card, like a couple other cards in this last set that kind of works like a doubling season too? Are
Parallel
they
lives, but that's for creature tokens,
Well,
I
on
think.
EDH Rec, well, it's not specifically what you're saying, but Starfield Vocalist works well with multiple creatures. It has, if a permanent entering battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So all of the Investigate doublers and Lotus Cobra, all the other ETBs go
We
crazy with
need one
that.
more vehicle.
Probably. I'm looking for
Knight Paladin.
boomerang cards real quick.
Knight as it with a
Boomerang
K.
is a card,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's
uh,
but not like
when
that.
this guy enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. So just casting him alone, entering the battlefield, you're milling 4. So
Would you want consult the star charts in here, Keith?
I don't know what that is. I'm looking for multiple removal, not single target.
Okay.
Josh.
Doesn't have anything to
Okay.
do with that. Go ahead,
Uh,
Josh.
so you want multiple removal? How about for the cost of 2? I bring you Runaway Together.
Yeah.
So yeah, so also you can find whatever cute art you want of like a star-crossed lovers if it's your otter and your frog or troll and wizard or whatever that thing with tentacles is with whatever that thing is with the stripes. You've picked that out, and there it is. Whatever that thing is with the tentacles with whatever that thing is with the stripes. Just
looks like a mind flayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what it looks like. Yeah,
yeah,
we are playing blue, and that's our only instant we have right now.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
That's kind of
I'm
so
crazy.
looking.
And we only
uh,
have one sorcery. That's
also,
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say then, because since you have the Dawn Star or whatever that is, you're gonna want a stuffy doll.
I was gonna say the same exact thing. You
Yeah,
read my brains.
you gotta have it.
Yeah.
That
Look,
way, if you're gonna do 100 damage or something, make it worth your while.
yeah, look up Donsar and if it says opponent.
It is a combo. That's a combo.
Yeah, target creature. So that's all it is target creature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Donsar. Let's see it though. Let's see it though.
I
Donsar. Down, down,
promise you
down.
it's a combo.
Target.
Because I've seen like 3 or 4
Oh,
videos about
okay,
that
okay, okay,
combo.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Desynchronization. I think that's what it's called. It's a mass bounce.
Yeah.
Desync.
Anything that's not historic,
oh,
which is legendary or artifacts
yo,
and sagas.
All right.
Yeah, Josh.
Josh.
let's him with the old Aetherize.
There we go.
Yeah, you try to attack us while we're hoarding clues. Forget about it.
Get out of
For
here.
3 and a blue at instant speed, all your attacking creatures are back in your hand. Take that, nerd.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. And then
Um,
we hit him with the cyclonic rift.
that would kind of fit.
Uh,
Um,
I'm just kidding. I won't put
Baral's.
it on there unless somebody says it.
No, it's fine. Baral's expertise. Baral. Oh, there we go. Return up to 3 target artifacts and or creatures to the owner's hand, and you may cast a spell with mana value 4 or less from your hand without paying its cost. Sorcery, 3, 2 blue.
Nice.
And yeah.
Do you want a tutor?
Yeah, artifact-ish. Or
Artifact?
yeah,
Um,
if you
well, I
can.
was gonna say Sylvan tutor, but um,
Treasure chest is a pretty decent artifact here.
Yo,
miss.
Sam looks for his thing. I have a silly, goofy idea that I want to bounce off of you guys.
Sure.
What if we got some boots for these snakes?
Hey.
Like,
I'm down for dressing up the snakes.
yeah, I mean, like our commander's kind of like our is a big part of our engine piece, so we want to protect her. So we got to get her a cool boot to wear. So maybe some Swiftfoot boots. Honestly, we're not targeting her per se with anything, so we can even give her lightning greaves. Um, yeah, then
You want lightning greaves?
and Swiftfoot boots.
Okay.
Giving our chonkers haste is going to be pretty tight.
Um, would you want to put Skyship Weatherlight in this deck? So
Probably.
for 4, when Skyship Weatherlight comes into play, search your library for any number of artifacts and or creature cards and remove them from the game. Then shuffle your library, and then
Hmm.
for 4, tap it, choose a card at random that was removed from the game with Skyship Weatherlight. Put that card into your hand.
Yeah.
The only tutor that I have found is either Woodley tutor or Sylvan tutor, and that's just for creatures. So
I could find one real quick.
I mean, I looked it up tutor. So
Uh,
the blue tutor is for instant or sorcery. So
Tutor artifact.
yep. And then since we don't care about recasting our stuff and most of our values just get
Transmutation font isn't a bad idea.
uh,
Sorry,
be
what were you
right
saying, Josh?
back.
okay, since we don't really care as much about like our stuff getting bounced as our opponents will care about their stuff getting bounced, we can always run something like a whelming wave, and then we do have some serpents, so it can be one-sided at times, but even then, like just kind of like resetting, and then we get a benefit from all these ETBs where our opponents probably just lost a lot of value.
Sounds good.
Whaleman, Whaleman wave, where
So
it's
whelmed.
2 blue, sorcery speed, return all creatures to their owner's hands except for krakens, leviathans, octopuses, and serpents. Oh, why won't wizards say octopi? Answer us.
Come on. All right, we're at 100.
Oh,
Definitely
sick.
want to trim some stuff though.
Yeah.
And because
Uh,
I want to add a tutor real quick.
Ooh, Anchor to Reality is a really good card.
That sounds familiar.
Can I
Yeah, let's see it. We need some more
just
spells.
real
Oh, where'd
quick?
Sam go?
He said he'll be right back.
Oh,
So
I didn't
for
catch that.
2 and 2 blue, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature, search your library for an
Okay.
equipment or vehicle card, put that card onto the battlefield, then
Good, good.
shuffle. If it
I
has
like
mana
that.
value. Yeah.
Okay. And also scour for scrap. 3 in a blue. Instant, choose one or both. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, or return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Probably use some more interaction. Let's be real.
yeah. So
Do we want to cut some cards before we start adding a lot more?
Um,
You know what I'm saying? Since we're at 102, before we start adding too
yeah.
many more, maybe
so
we make some cuts.
I
You want
think
to
a good
look at
way
where
to
we're at?
yeah. I think that's a that's
Very blue heavy. Oh,
yeah. Uh,
those boots are cool. I haven't seen that.
Those are Swiftfoot slippers. I mean, let's not get too technical, but like,
a
I don't know how I
snake in
feel
their
about that.
slippers.
Ooh,
Maybe
we got the kitchen.
slip into something real nice.
Got the
Mhm.
kitchen.
I mean,
At least we're getting good land draws.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll say that
honestly,
honestly,
much.
it's
yeah,
been pretty good,
Too expensive hand.
except
We can
for
still
that one.
deal
But
with that.
yeah. Stuff happens. I think
yeah,
So, you know, uh,
Like we talked about before, you're gonna have in games, you're gonna have rough hands.
Yeah.
You won't get 100% awesomeness every
I
time.
added a lot of redundant cards at the beginning though. If
Okay.
we could trim a few of those.
I know like we were all like chiming in with like different ideas and stuff. Did anything that we were like adding that you feel is kind of like
Oh,
straying from the sauce? Just
let's see the strays. No, most of the vehicles are good. Just need like good solid vehicles.
We could get rid of the weather light if you want, because it's kind of expensive. It costs four, and then you got to pay four more, and then you got to pay the cost
I
of
like
whatever the
that.
card
That's
is.
a
You
good
like it?
tutor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost want to say no to Consecrated Sphinx, but
That's up to, I mean, it's your deck.
yeah,
You can say no.
yeah, it's a game changer. But yeah,
Okay. Go
because
on.
we're not gonna have problems drawing cards with all the clues.
if
Okay.
we wanted to just isn't am I silly? Is doubling season a game changer?
It was.
Where's it
They
at?
might have taken it off.
It doesn't look like it is because I don't see another. If they're game changers, they have the little like uh speedometer beside them,
Yeah.
so I don't
Okay,
see it.
okay, cool. I was curious about that. I was like, if we want to keep, if that'd be a good way to kind of trim some fat, if we wanted to just keep it bracket like two.
Yeah.
Right
Go to
now, it has us bracket three, but I mean, because we've got a
you
handful of
keep it
tutors.
focused. It should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go through enchantments real quick. I think they're all the draw card and then mill, but I'm not sure. There's only eight.
What was it?
What's ongoing investigation?
Where's that at?
Enchantments, top right. Oh, that's an investigate card. Oh, that's good. Corrosion. Yeah, just go through them real quick.
There's a cricket in the garage, so I apologize if people start hearing a
I
cricket.
can't hear it.
It is not a sound effect that we're putting into the episode.
One or more counters on a permanent. One or more tokens. It's all
Which is
right.
nice because that'll get out of hand with some of our other stuff. So
True.
that's actually pretty nice. This is a
All
pretty cheap deck,
right.
guys.
Yeah, not crazy.
I think it
Uh,
helps that we've got a lot of like just basic lands, but
yeah. I mean, like yeah, we can go through the lands in a bit, make sure we have a command tower and some like other staples that
Oh,
just,
true.
yeah.
yeah. Um, hmm.
So, uh, I think, I
Maybe.
mean,
Go ahead.
uh,
Sorry.
I was gonna say, we can keep kind of looking through the creatures there. So like I guess we do have ways to search for Stuffy Doll and uh big ass ship that does 100
Dunsire.
damage.
Yep.
Dunsire.
That is pre like those two cards are kind of just in there for each other to kind of
Yeah.
try to find and hold
Stuffy doll
hands.
isn't very useful otherwise.
Yeah, so if as sick as that would be to pull off, I think most games we would be wishing that we had less like one freaking counter spell or something.
Yeah.
So maybe
I just like nuking
yeah, no, this is your
creatures on
deck
the
too.
battlefield.
If you wanna
Yeah,
nuke something with 100 damage, I
yeah, I think while I agree with you, Josh, I think it's kind of cool to have, you know, if you can top deck a nuke and it be
Is
Stuffy Doll and stuff. I think it's kind of a
and
fun
there's
one
it's
since
not
it's a
like there's
new.
no way for us to tutor Stuffy Doll too.
is
So
is there a stuffy doll like mill equivalent? Like if something is dealt damage, mill that many cards? Sort of along the lines of Mind
oh,
Skinner?
in mono black there is for sure.
Oh,
There's
poop.
that angel
Mhm.
from New
Ah,
Capenna.
sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, there he is.
Okay.
Um, I was looking for something. I had to call my brother and ask him. How many artifact creatures are we gonna have?
Ooh, that's hard to say because creatures over there can be artifacts too.
Yeah, we can technically every single artifact can become an artifact creature if we have March of the Machines out.
Okay,
Yeah.
Just tossing this out there because I play against it and it's gnarly. Arkham Dagson.
Asylum. Oh,
He states tap um, target artifact creature's
Oh,
controller sacrifices
yeah,
it.
it's
They may
must be
search
spelled
for a
weird.
non-creature artifact and put it into play.
what is it?
How you spell it?
Arkham, Arcum, Arkham, and then Dagson, Daggsom. So if you have any artifact creatures that you can just get rid of, you can search for a non-artifact creature, your vehicles, any other artifacts that you want, and just put them directly into play.
Hmm.
That's nice.
I don't know if that fits the
Yeah,
narrative.
that would work with the Tangle Trove Kelp with basically any clue because they
Mhm.
become creatures also. That
Yeah.
that works.
And then the other tutor spell, again, well, I saw that we have
That's pretty
102
good tutor.
cards. Reshape if you're in a bind. You sacrifice an artifact, so search your library for an artifact and put into play.
Might be good on tutors now.
Well, I was away from that. I didn't know if you had any other tutors.
Yeah.
That's those are the two. So
You want to
obviously, you get rid of
remove
them.
reshape?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go.
Yeah,
But
just
Okay.
gotta make sure we have
Arkham
some
Daxon,
interaction.
anytime I play against anybody who has that in the artifact, any artifact deck, I automatically have to remove it because it's a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, for instance, 4 sorceries, baby. And a dream.
Well, creature based, well, artifact based too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
that
it's
I
one's an
kind of
think
even
crazy
split.
for. It's kind of crazy in blue to.
not have any interaction.
Yeah, we
So
And
We
cut
took
some
the
no
redundant
ramp.
stuff.
we turned the nope into ope.
About we take 2 creatures and 2 artifacts out.
Okay, then
And
we'd be
then
down to
we
98.
98, and then we could add 2. Yeah. So 2 redundant cards, but not of the same category. Know what I'm saying? So we
yeah,
don't like
You know what I
make
mean?
it lopsided.
What if we get rid of Arkham Dagson? And I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I was away from the computer. You can get rid of them. I was just throwing it out there.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So
I'm just kidding.
artifacts, we take out 1 mill and then maybe like 1 clue synergy card.
Um, it looks like you got rid of patron of or you yes you didn't. Hold on.
River Churn Monument is kind of good, but the blue Final Fantasy Stone thing does the same exact thing. Water Crystal.
Okay.
and
That
then
one's
Wild
gone.
Crystal also gives us the cost reduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I would
it's
say you
kind
could
of
get rid of
kind of
patron of the
better.
Orochi unless you already did that.
No, it's down there.
Oh yeah, let's take that one off. I don't think we have enough snakes to.
Well,
Snake.
that's snake offering is just to make it cheaper to put into play, but the tap to untap your green creatures in your forests, it really doesn't help you. There's far better options.
Yeah, we might change
Okay.
up our lane split
So we
too.
I
need
mean, hell,
one.
you could put in a Seedborn Muse and that would cover everything else.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
we've got
so-
one more creature and one more artifact to get rid of real quick.
So I'm going to do none of those things, but still help the cause somehow. We are going to get rid of an island, and then we are going to put in a Jawari Disruption. JW.
Marriott.
A.
Jawari. There we
Yeah,
go.
so this
Okay.
is a counter spell unless its controller pays 1. You'd be surprised how many times in Commander people will run to the exact amount of wanting to do something.
Yeah,
And
when you're playing on the curve, you're trying to get the best thing out of that turn. You're all tapped
Mhm.
out.
All tapped out, no place to go. Okay.
Swag.
Swag like Caillou.
Yeah, most of those modal cards would fit in here pretty well, I would think.
You have that Sink into Stupor. That's the blue one that taps
Yeah,
for a
that's
blue if you want to get rid of another island.
that's perfect. Return target spell or non-land permanent and
Or
opponent controls to its owner's hand.
holy crap, that's a
That's
freaking
100.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's the modern card. It's really expensive.
yeah, it's like
Everyone plays it.
like $12. Yeah, holy cow, yeah. I see why it's great, but it's just kind of like one of those things that is just like, wow, this is where magic is now.
Yep. Do you want to cut Folio Fancies? It
Sort
is
of.
bad because it
Sort of,
deals
just
with
because
cards in hand, not
yeah,
it's not
and
as
it
good
gives
as the other
everybody
ones.
maximum hand size too. No
Yeah.
maximum hand
All
size.
right. Yeah, that's more of like a
Um,
group hug card anyway.
yeah, and we're a group. I don't like you. So,
Then
uh,
did we make room for just a straight up counter spell?
Yeah, we're at 99 right meow.
we just want to get rid of one more creature. If we
Uh,
still want to get rid of one more creature, I like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have one
know.
of those. Doop doop doo.
Mm,
Uh,
I would say if we don't have enough vehicles, get rid of the Omen Keel.
okay.
It's pretty good. It exiles too, I think.
Yeah, but
And
only for vehicle that you have. So if you don't have enough vehicles, there's really no point in running that.
or
So
also look at Starfield Vocalist real quick. That's not
okay.
completely necessary, but it's a really good new card.
I think
Starfield.
it's I think it's
I'm
so
looking.
that
My
doesn't
eyes are just not working very
yep,
well.
you're good. Starfield, he's like if it entering ETB causes a trigger. No, that's gonna be absolutely bonkers in this deck. Also, you can
Plus,
like warp him in.
yeah, you can technically get two triggers off him too. You can warp and then pay later.
Yeah, that's kind of bonkers in this deck. I so then Sam
Where's
said
the
maybe
one? Yeah, where's that
Casima.
one at? I can't
Casima.
see it.
It's
It's the
has the
flip
little
card.
rotating.
God
Yeah,
of the Voyage, go up to.
Okay,
There you
there it
go.
is. There it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever a vehicle.
Yeah, I would say if you had more vehicles, yeah, go with that, but I don't think we have enough to warrant that
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay. So
Do you
what do we
think our
want to
mill
add?
is still like decent at this point?
Decent. I'm already
As long
wanting to
as we get the
vomit just the
enchantments
idea of what
out.
we've creating here.
So and I feel like we could do like I feel like there's like a fun instance that are like dual modal. Ooh, the fun I mentioned this one before, the one from Thunder Junction, the three steps ahead.
Oh, that card
Yeah.
is just so good.
Yeah, I freaking love that card. Yeah, so pretty much every time we're running a blue deck, I think I might accidentally trip up and recommend this card and remember it like I never heard of it before
Yeah.
again. But anyway, so it's one of those cool spree instance. So starting off the spree with a single island, but for another colorless in an island, you counter a spell. For another three, you create a token that's a copy of a target artifact or creature you control. Look, that's another artifact copy. That's pretty sick. Or you do the another two, you draw two cards and discard a card. So then drawing again two. So it does pretty much everything our deck wants to do in
Yeah.
some capacity.
Okay, I gave us a command tower. I
Good.
I took away one forest, so we're down to 16. Any other lands that we want to
Uh,
replace?
I mean, just for fixing, well, we're two colors, so the uh
Misty Rainforest.
the oh my
Far
God,
away.
the
No
why can
misty.
I can never remember the name of the I really like the flip lands from uh
Oh, the Verge.
The pathways.
Yeah, Pathways.
yeah the it's Bark Channel.
Zendikar.
Yeah, Zendikar, thank you. I really like those. Those are fun. Uh, there's the Thunder
Do
Junction
agree.
land, the Botanical Sanctum too. If we wanted to filter
The
a little further,
sanctum.
Do a
barely
breeding
know 'em.
pool.
Yeah.
And then one, I think one more, and we should be good. How about the Willow Rush Verge from Aether Drift? Okay, I think without us spending as half hour on our lands, I think we did a little bit better there.
Yeah.
We're at
Pretty good.
101.
I know I'm taking out
Oh,
a
Oh, okay.
forest. I
boom.
wanted to look and see what we have more of, and we've got way more
Boom
island,
clap.
way more blue than.
I would say if you can get rid of one, well, we're at 100. You'd have to get rid of one more land, but I would, since we don't have any much ramp, get a Misty Rainforest just so you can help find a land since you don't have much ramp.
Well, we don't. I don't. Do we? I don't think we have a Farseek or
Yeah,
anything
you
like
got nothing
that.
like that. So at the very least, you might want to get a
No,
fetch land.
there's a couple artifacts that let you play additional lands, but that's it.
Yeah, but we're drawing land, so I mean, honestly, this is kind of low to the ground, weirdly enough. What was our card cost curve again?
Yeah, I
We top out at like 2 and 3 mostly.
yeah, I tried to front load it with the comas, but
Yeah.
those are the only big
Three at
ones, I
seven,
think.
3 at 6, 5 at 5, 9 at 4, 14 at 3, 13 at 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
are
yeah, and then also
we're
you have
flying
dorks
low.
in there, and then we also can make treasures a few different ways. I think we're looking pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Uh,
bad.
yeah. Oh man,
Y-
those are some good hands. Uh, the,
Ugh,
Yes.
it,
ugh,
Oh, there's
ugh.
lumbering,
That's
whatever.
okay.
Yep, that's one of the.
That's okay. It works out way more often than it doesn't. And
yeah.
okay, how do we
Yeah,
want
boy.
to? It looks like we are bracket 3.
Let's go.
Okay. How do you what description or okay, let's do themes
Uh,
first because I clicked on that.
there's a decent amount of 1/1 counters.
Okay.
There's definitely artifacts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if we put Blink in there. I mean,
Not really. There's a couple, like one card, I think, but
it's just more return to hand, not like,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Combo.
a little bit.
Got a couple in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, I would say
Draw.
discard, but you're
It's
not doing
crazy.
enough looting.
No,
It's
it's
crazy that
just
draw isn't one of
strict
the.
card draw. Yeah. Oh well. Bo.
I say group slug, but I don't know if that
But
because that's it's attacking everybody. But
I think because we're not making other people attack everybody, though. That's
No.
kind of like in my head if I hear
Historic.
it. Yeah.
Eh,
Mill.
Yes, there we
mid
go.
range
Got it.
possibly. This seems like this deck could be mid range. Simic when it comes up, obviously.
Yeah. There he is.
Slowing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tokens.
Tokens,
Yes, always tokens. Vehicles.
vehicles.
Yes, sir.
We
Webcam friendly.
not with. I read wheels like because we have vehicles.
Oh,
I'm such
so
an idiot.
there we go.
All right. How
Uh,
would you like to describe this deck, Keith?
I don't know.
Is
uh,
anybody else tired about these friggin' snakes on these friggin' vehicles?
about uh, I feel like there's so many different types of names too. There's uh, hell, like my brain's just trying to combine like snake types with vehicles, like helicopterhead or something like that.
Oh, yeah. How do we fit that in there?
Yeah,
How- how-
that was just the first one I came up with. Uh,
I mean, you did say snakes, something, planes and automobiles. I mean
yeah,
that
but
does
that's the
still fit the.
title.
Too bad.
there's clues too. Uh, um, I don't have a cl I don't have a clue what the snake is doing on this plane. Feel like that?
That's good.
I
Any
love
clue
that.
how all
We
these
came
snakes got
together.
on
We
these
figured
mother
it out.
loving planes?
I love it. There we go.
On these
Um,
Monday to Friday planes.
All right.
like what happens when snakes don't have
Boom.
arms and legs? They get into vehicles to give them those appendages.
Well, you went away
Snake
and we
back.
found out that our Swiftfoot boots or one of our boots was actually slippers, a pair of slippers because of
Eh,
Final Fantasy. So that was
Snake.
weird.
They don't got no feet.
They're house shoes.
They're just slipping into the slippers.
Okay, I do want to check in with Keith.
Yeah, how do you
Does
feel?
this?
No, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I
So
feel less human having to help build a mill deck.
Just reject human, embrace snake.
Middle online. Perfectly balanced. Yin and yang. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right.
like that. Curve is low to the ground. Got some turning on the light real quick. Oof. Not sure where I was going with that. My bad.
Yep. Low to the ground like snakes. They tend
Yeah.
to not be on their legs or anything like that. So
Except for the ones that's
belly
like
to the ground.
hanging from trees, just waiting to get you.
Yeah, just all sorts of coiled and just waiting to snag you. Yeah, that was a fun exercise. That was a fun deck. I think I would. It feels like something I would have a lot of fun playing.
Yeah.
I think it was so hard to not just uh go back to the other Simic artifact deck that we built for you and be like, oh, this worked for this one, so let's just shoehorn it right into this one too. So no,
Yeah,
I think
like
I think
the slap some restrictions on it.
yeah.
Definitely
I'm
rein it in
surprised
a
you didn't
little
put
bit.
Sashiro the Anointed in.
Yeah, some of those are good, but not a
That's
crazy
heavily
amount of
going
snakes in
into
there.
snakes.
Yeah.
The only thing it
Yeah.
would profit from is the hatchery, and if you could just get that popping off, then game over.
Yeah, I
There's a
think
couple mana generators and you could really mana sink into that. So kind of a bit of a Swiss Army knife toolbox deck that it does quite a few
Well,
things.
that and if you have doubling season out, it'll help get it higher for cheaper.
yeah. Well, that's the end of part 6. Next week we go into the year of the horse, and Josh is saddling up and running us into that derby. Josh, are you excited? How are you feeling?
Hey,
Uh-oh. Was Josh
By the
frozen?
long face.
Oh
he's
no.
definitely
Frozen.
frozen.
Oh no.
He's in the nether.
We
There he
lost him.
is.
Oh,
There he
there.
is. Now he's
Uh,
moving.
okay, did you hear what I said?
Nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, as a can I repeat it? And could you guys pretend like you were? Well, you will be hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if our listeners would like to participate, just comment on whatever horse adjacent commander you would like to hear us talk about a little bit. Don't be shy. Don't worry about the naysayers. We'll say it and support you no matter what.
Oh,
I love it.
perfect.
That was good.
Have you guys seen
Don't whinny away.
have you guys seen the horse girl game?
No.
What?
I have seen it.
I've seen a
It's
lot of
you
hobby
race
horse people.
horse girls.
That are based off of real horses.
Yeah, real race horses. It's like a training game. But yeah, they they have like horse ears and tails, but they race around like a racetrack. It's kind of funny.
So, are you telling me that glue is made from anime girls?
Sounds
Yes.
neat.
Well,
Okay,
it's definitely a byproduct.
There's a lot of overlap there.
Okay, before we get too out of hand, I'll
This-
put up my hooves and ask if this episode resolves.
Yep.
Resolves.
Seems stable. It resolves.
All right. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you like what you heard, you can continue to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also give us a follow on Instagram and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.